Well, then let's not hang about here for too long, because this is where the group of death will start tonight here in week 3 of the FC Pro Open. The action doesn't stop week after week here in London, and the talent just keeps on rising. I mean, Tom Lees will join me across the call of this first game. This is our featured game, Emre Yilmaz, Aubrun, but you look everywhere here tonight. There are featured games everywhere in this group.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great game to start on, Brandon, but all the games I'm keeping an eye on, because every game feels like you need to be watching it. But yeah, what a great place to start. Emre and Aubrun, obviously a rematch of what happened last year, and I think if you spoke to any pros or anyone watching, two of the very, very best in the world.
But before they kicked off tonight, I was looking at who they're playing in their practice games. Aubrun was training against Serie A champion, just signed for Napoli, Danny Pibble. He was getting some important games. Then the man who's in next week, Levi David, was helping out his teammate Emre Yilmaz. It's safe to say they've been getting in some serious practice games. Yeah, they're playing against the very best, and that's why they are the best. See here, Aubrun getting ready, just a 250,000 career winnings. We know Aubrun's had success, of course, in Italy and in this FC Pro scene over the years, but he's just lacked that big trophy win. He's been consistent. I think 2 years he was in the top 4 at the World Championships, top 8 in the FC Pro Open last year. He's always in the conversation, Tom. Is this the year that maybe it changes for him? Yeah,
picked up on what he said in the interview, actually, about changed mindset. I don't know what that consists of, but that is normally a good sign. If he's able to come out and say he's worked on that, and we've seen the results so far, I've got a feeling this could be his year.
Emre Yilmaz, what a story he has, by the way. In his first ever season, he qualified for the World Championships, got a top 4, and his story was he used to play online seasons and then got picked up via Team Hullet. He's made nearly $400,000 playing this game, and some will honestly say he is the most gifted player on it. The interesting point for me on Emre Yilmaz, Tom, is he was one of those players that had an auto invite into the competition. He hasn't had the chance to play on a live stage. Yes, he would have had practice. He lives and breathes Team Hullet, so is his environment. How's he going to get on today?
Yeah, I mean, I would normally say you need to play these tournaments and get that feel in, because obviously with Aubrun, he's already played, he's already qualified, made his way here, whereas Emre hasn't. But Emre does have the cheat code of practicing with Team Hullet.
He does. Guys, we are going to speak to you at home as well throughout the course of the action tonight on Twitch and YouTube. There is a poll live right now. Aubrun or Emre Yilmaz, who will take the win in this first game? Also let us know, because we're interested, what FC Pro Live item you are invested in tonight, because there are 6 huge players. I think top of the chain, you've got Gravenberch, who is very expensive, 900k, I think he's coming to the market. And then you've also got Frosberg, who's a lot cheaper, just over 10,000 coins. If there was a player of the 6 that you could buy 10 of, if you could, Tom, who would you be going for?
I think I'll be going for Gravenberch as well for myself. Emre Yilmaz card. Shout out to Tom Stokes at home. I know he's invested heavily in that item. So he will be hoping for an Emre Yilmaz win as well. Early start here.
Well, let's kick off then the action here in the FC Pro Open in the group of death. Didier Drogba, who has been the hero for Obrun on FC 25 so far this year. He was really the star of the show in the qualifier back in November. I think he scored 20+ goals for him across what was an incredible unbeaten streak. There's the poll coming in. Emre Yilmaz, 74% is going up with him. I mean, look, he's an AE Champions League winner, but
surprised by that.
Aubrun is really in form.
Yeah, I thought that'd be a bit close to 50-50 there, Brandon.
Well, updates around the grounds, because we have got 3 games taking place at the same time. Tekkz, he was on commentary last week, finds himself 1-0 down against GuiBarros, qualified in his first ever FC Pro Open, and that wasn't the only goal that you saw go in. It was back turn to goal. Umut leads by a goal to 0 against the runner-up of the FC Pro World Championship last year. That's Yuval Belli. Again, one of the players that had a direct invite into this competition based off his success last year, and what a season he had.
Yeah, he's always one that's gone slightly under the radar, I think, but he's been playing very, very well. I'm looking forward to what he does tonight. We're seeing a lot of these balls early, Brandon. The chip through ball straight from the centre into the striker. Saw it on the first goal that we just watched, see it there, and I think it's going to be a real feature of people's gameplay tonight, especially when Drogba is on the receiving end of them.
Well, speaking of Drogba, I was speaking to a handful of the pro players about that one player that just really annoys you in an Ultimate Team. They're all saying Drogba. What is it about him that is just relentless in front of goal?
Well, he's good in the air. He's got a power shot of dreams, so anything that goes over the top, he can finish first time. You don't have time to recover, because this year I feel the centre-backs can recover pretty well, but if you power shot before they get there, you don't stand a chance.
Right, update over here, there'll be a lot of people that have tuned in tonight wanting this man to do well. Tekkz.
Can we get a Tekkz finesse counter tonight, you reckon? I feel like every single goal of his is going to be a finesse, and that's #1.
He said in the draft show that he had four players with a finesse.
Yeah.
That was an offside goal, by the way, for those asking. You saw the reaction of Tekkz. It didn't count. He's still 1-0 down. A lot of people, as I was saying, though, would have invested in his FC Pro Live item, Nathan Ake, tonight. Comes as an 88 overall. Remember, just 1 win tonight, 3 points on the board, will be a direct +1 from the get-go. The more wins they pick up across this FC Pro Open will then lead to more upgrades. Skill move, player roles, weak foot upgrades, maybe even another +1 along the way. Speaking of Drogba, very nearly finds a way. And then it's Gravenberch of Emre Yilmaz, his FC Pro Live item that does feature in the squad of Obrun.
Oh, we've got counter-attack opportunity. Bonmati winning it early, but yeah, we see Verge do that a hell of a lot. But yeah, that Gravenberch is really, really usable, and with upgrades, he's only going to get better. See Emre on the attack here from Mbappe. See a lot of this recycling from here, and then there'll be a chance to create from now.
Both have got a lot of appreciation for Gravenberch. There's Gerrard in his brand new icon. See the power shot that we're going to expect to see a lot of the time tonight. Again, speaking of play styles, Tom, it's a massive factor in the FC Pro ecosystem. That power shot, would you say, is probably the most influential play style right now?
Yeah, I think it's got to be that, really. I think there's only a couple of pros that aren't really using the power shots. I think in centre midfield, the reason you use it is because you can shoot straight away from it, but then if you don't want to take that, you can just pass it into striker, and it is actually impossible to mark 2 things at once. So, yeah, I think every pro, you'll see when they come out wide here, they'll look to recycle on the edge of the box. And if the power shot's not on, they're happy to play it into their striker's feet as well.
Well, we have got the voice of Tom Lees with us tonight on the broadcast. If you have got any questions for the man of the hashtag house, who has competed for a number of years, did play in this qualifier. Cheeky chip over the top, there's Didier Drogba, and there's Aubrun's favourite player on the game, adding another goal to his account and his ridiculous unbeaten record this year.
What are his words? I'll have 1 Drogba and 10 bronze items. I think that's what he said before he starts, and that's all he needs. That is all he needs. Drogba, what I've noticed with Obrun straight away is how good he is with these player locks. Switches so quickly, it makes the run, always times it to perfection. And that one was perfect. I mean, we're going to see a lot more of that. I've noticed from Obrun's gameplay very early. Player lock is a key feature for him.
I can't wait to see the price change on Didier Drogba tonight as well for you at home. That might have, I mean, we did say to Obrun, a cheap player that we get in our teams. He said Didier Drogba, he's over 1.5 million coins, nearly approaching 2 million coins. He's not really cheap, is he? But we're going to see his price probably go up tonight as he keeps on scoring goals.
Yeah, that's my relatable king right there. 1.5 mil, yeah, I'm sure everyone at home has that budget.
Update over here, Yuval barely has pulled a goal back for Gladiators Gaming. Also,
people can ask me questions tonight, but no mentions of my hashtag house weekend league record, please. Thank you.
What was it?
Don't ask Brandon.
Was it a struggle?
Every week I struggle, yeah. Blame the will. It's not me, it's the will.
We'll get your questions in for Tom Lee, so I'm sure he'll be happy to answer most. If he doesn't, I'll make sure he still answers them.
You can see every time Obrun starts there, by the way, it's a straight player lock Drogba because you have to switch to it. You have to switch to it, and then it opens up the play.
Renders. Finds Savenir, by the way, who might be the cheap beast of the team. A few players were speaking about him as well. Very cheap, the Thunderstruck item. Offers you just that extra play style that you need. And I think you can get him in your squad for, what, 10, 15k?
Yeah, maybe that should have been Obrun's answer earlier. He has a 10k Savenir behind his Drogba that's actually very good.
It's about 12k at the moment, Savenir.
Yeah, that might be a better cheap option for you guys at home.
And he's got the all-important long ball pass, which if you can time it right, you've seen it a lot, and you will see it across the weeks. That first time through ball, if you've got an Mbappe or anyone with decent pace or a play style, you can cause some serious problems. Someone in the chat's already said, can you tell them about Shuri the cheater? Has he been cheating again, or?
He did it once, and we punished him accordingly. Yeah, he won't be doing that again.
Remember as well tonight, we have got a Mystery Nation. You always enjoy getting involved in it. Get your predictions in the chat. What is it going to be? Power shot comes in from Mbappe. Still is Aubrun leading by a goal to 0 here against Emre Yilmaz. Quick corner comes in. Virgil van Dijk is up against the defensive Virgil van Dijk of Aubrun. You know, it's always a 50-50 coin flip there. Towards the back post, it goes into Rafael Leao, and eventually Van der Sar able to get 2 hands on it. But yeah, Mystery Nation tonight. Tom, have you got any idea what it is?
I don't. I'm going to have to let the people find out. I don't want to drop hints too early, Brandon. You can drop one if you've got one. Or are we going to make them wait?
I believe there is just one single icon from this nation on the game. There's a little hint for you as that one flies into the back of the net for Aubrun.
That's what we talk about, Brandon. Variety in his goals. Everything is different. And that is exactly why Bonmati's in the team, because whenever he doesn't fancy passing to Drogba, she's going to be on the edge of the box waiting, and she can do that.
Finesse plus play style, time green. Bellissimo. Aubrun leads by 2-0. And as it looks to be, Insigne might be on his way to a +1 upgrade tonight. He could be the first player to find himself that all-important upgrade. 2-0, he leads over here. Remember, we've still got 2 other games taking place. Tekkz, last time we saw, was trailing in his game. We can jump over there if possible. See how he is getting on at Manchester City EASports. And the last time we saw it, Umut Yuval is a 1-1 scenario here. I mean, Tom, if you were playing tonight, 8 million coin budget, you know the restrictions involved. We have to use Ultimate Succession, the new promo, one of their icons in the squads. Is there anything a bit rogue that you would have done different tonight from what you're seeing across the board?
I think I would have kept it fairly standard, similar to, I think Gerrard's the Ultimate Succession icon you want, as he's caught that. But I think Gerrard's one you want. I'm not 100% sure if I would use Drogba. I can't get a tune out of Drogba when I've tried. But I think I'm fairly standard with my team selection. I don't really change too many things up. I think the main things are finesse and power shot for me. Finesse from wingers, or at least a Trivela. Just one kind of long shot, so they have to read something.
Lots of questions, Tom, coming about a certain London match that happened yesterday. I don't know what it's all about, but
no idea.
Just sort of breeze past those comments in the chat.
Yeah, I only know FC. I don't know football. Sorry.
You don't. Who do you support again? It wasn't Spurs, was it?
No. I don't follow a football team.
Oh, right, fair enough. Here's another chance now for Aubrun. How good is Teo Hernandez, Tom? Because I swear he's in every single team.
The best item on the game, hands down. I think a team starts with Teo Hernandez, and you work out what you can. Oh, it's unbelievable. He's got upgrades as well, so he's got his gold, his inform, and there's one more as well. There's 3 versions of it. Quick
update over here. Umut finds himself 2-1 up, an important goal there for him. He was one of the first players to get the team of the week, wasn't he? And the price there was ridiculous. Here's Didier Drogba of Aubrun. Fancies a finesse? Yeah. Yes. That was an interesting angle. I think he knows, though, if he gets this off, he'll win a corner. Quick corner. He's going to get another one, and we know where that one's headed. Virgil van Dijk front post. Stopped this time by Maicon. Still in possession and just about onside. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Player lock was fake there into David Ginola, who we must say, David Ginola, the only person using him tonight is Aubrun. He's sort of one of your starter squad icons, really, isn't he? If you're a pro player, maybe even got all the coins in the world, but you still need that decent, reliable forward. David Ginola's normally the shout. Yeah, I didn't expect him at this level. I think it's the first time we've seen Ginola. But I think Aubrun can make anyone look good, really. I think it must be because of his good control. Speaking of Drogba, he's scoring everywhere, and I'm sure his price will keep on rising tonight. On the stroke of half-time, sorry, Emre Yilmaz able just to get 1 goal back. Perfect time to score. Yeah, he's going to be the star of the show tonight, Brandon, 100%. Just a nice goal, nice work from the right side, recycled in, 1 pass across, nice touch, and that is what the pros are best at, the touch and the shoot. The touches are always right, always where they should be. As we see here, I think this is an equaliser for Yuval. Theo into Mbappe, nice little turn, goes for that near post angle, which works so well. And that is 2-2 just for half-time. Question coming in from someone in the chat who said, what is your favourite item on the game this year? I mean, you've been able to use loads of different items with the various challenges you do. Yeah, you're right, actually. I think as a box-standard answer, I have to go Theo, just because when I got to this stage to qualify, obviously I didn't make it to Pro Open, but to get to the stage before this, he absolutely ran the show for me all weekend long, and he was genuinely my best attacker and best defender. And I think whenever you do well in a tournament, there's always a player you look back at, and Theo is the one for me. And I was speaking to Ryan and a couple of others. To me, Theo will be in teams all year long. Up there over here. This is live right now for you. What a chance. It's going to be around the goalkeeper. Hernandez, surprise, surprise.
Right on cue.
We'll save the day there for Yuval. What a chance that was. Still could be alive at Umut. We're not in half-time yet. We should be there now. 4 goals, 2-2 all square. What a game that one is, by the way, between them two.
Yeah, we're off to a good start. That's what we're here for tonight, Brandon. Goals and lots of them. I'm also here for Umut's beard. Look at that.
I think it might take me a decade to get near that.
I was going to say, I've been trying 2 or 3 years here. I can't get near that.
Again, we can see you in the chat tonight. Please let us know your predictions on what you think the Mystery Nation is. Loads of you have been guessing in, and loads of you have not been getting it correct. Surprise, surprise. As I said, loads of questions for Tom Lees. Get them in. It's Ireland. Is it Ireland, Tom? It's
I can confirm it is not Ireland. No, it isn't.
It's not. Chile? No. Still not there, Nacho.
Yeah, good guess, Nacho. Come back again, my friend. Has he made a new country? Denmark.
Denmark is not it. Da Costa. Not Bulgaria. This could be a chance. Drogba. Power shot! Oh my God, Aubrun.
That's what I mean. The players can't catch him up.
3-1 Aubrun. An instant reply. And if it's not power shots, it's aerial pass, and it's Virgil van Dijk scoring corners.
Harry Hesketh, I know you've got your notepad out at home because these corners are flying in, and Drogba, not the one this time, it's Van Dijk with the aerial plus. And Brandon, the main feature of these corners, one thing I want everyone to pay attention to is how quickly they're taking them. They can't set the goalkeeper up, so they take it as soon as the cutscene goes off, and it's so quick that you can't react to it, and then their player is in position to head it every time. That is why they're flying in the way they are.
And in terms of, I know it's just a simple corner, but you must be, what, double tapping L1 still to get Virgil van Dijk on the ball? You're not even pressing that, it's just literally skip the replay, press square.
I think some are varying it. Some are pressing L1, so Van Dijk is selected, and some are just going straight for it. Some are just jumping straight in, knowing they know it so well. They know that Van Dijk is going to be the one that guides it. This is hours of practice. You're just seeing the corner tonight. I promise you, these people are spending hours on hours as Tekkz gets the equaliser. First finesse of the night for him.
And speaking of first for the night, our first special guest of the night joins us on the commentary desk. Pieface, welcome back to commentary for FC25. How are you, mate?
Yeah, thanks for having me, mate. I've come to, oh wow, I've come in and just seen is that green time Trivella that's flown in?
I mean, I hope you bring in the goals. We're seeing Mbappe's first real involvement tonight, Tom, because it's normally the Mbappe show, but we haven't really seen much from him. Yeah,
he feels like a bit of a side dish, but he's actually got a goal for Emre there, and it's just that ball roll into Trivella. The ball roll sets it up so nicely. So he's probably looked to pass that and then realised it's opened up for a Trivella, but yeah. Pi, you join us right on time.
Oh no, thank you, mate. I've come in to talk to the chat. Look at this stuff. I've been handed the ceremonial chat.
Get the questions into Pi about anything FC Pro related. He'll be in control of the chat as we jump back into the action now. 3 more games, as we said, currently taking place live right now. I'm sure someone will be asking if the Christmas shoey will be coming out. But
yeah, maybe. Have you got the eggnog? You could try that. I don't know whether that's the best thing to put into a shoe, but yeah, potentially.
I mean, I would say use your croc, but there's just holes in it, isn't
there? I mean, no, it's just going to fly. I'm actually wearing trainers for this. Oh, wow. It's just goals, 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 look.
Oh, at the moment, has not been behind in that game. 3-2 he leads. Another update over here. Tekkz.
Is that Dalot winning the header?
Diogo Dalot at the back post.
Now you'll have to see it. Someone asked me how tall I am. I'm 6'4". Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking there in the chat. And they keep asking me about the Mystery Nation.
Do you know it? I'm sure. Surely you've come on to let us know what it is.
Yeah, I might do. I might know what it is. I can give you a hint. They've got green on the flag. There's a little bit of a.
There's a little bit of green on the flag, is there?
Oh,
Ravenberch.
Nice. Oh, that's really nice.
Obrun. David Ginola taking his time.
Oh, it's good defender. He's so good, as you said, isn't he, Tom? Hernandez. He's just absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, he's the man, Pi. He's the man.
Who wants to take that question?
So Just Paul 87 asked if we played Tom, who would win? I think it would be double figures before half time, but
what for you, Pi?
Well, I think if I scored 1 against Tom, I'd be really happy, like straight up.
Pi, I love you too much to play you at the game. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't do that.
I wouldn't mind doing it. No, they're asking. Hungary isn't. I am hungry. Yeah, but that isn't the Mystery Nation. If that's, yeah. Can I give them the continent? Is that too much?
Maybe round 3.
Okay, right. A little bit later on, I'll give you the continent chat.
Can you give us one club that this player? For example, there's one icon on the game that's from this nationality.
Yeah.
What club did he play for? He played for quite a few clubs.
The one that springs to mind would be FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona.
Yeah, would be the one that
sprung
to mind.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know your icons well, You might have a short list made up of icons with just one, or nationality, sorry, with just one icon from that nation. Let us know as well in the chat what FC Pro Live item you have invested in tonight. That is the big one here. Remember, how our players play will impact your items, your teams, your players at home. Even, for example, who wins this first game could be getting you an upgrade, Pi, because I believe you've got Insigne.
I have actually, yeah, I've bought a lot. Casey recommended, so I've bought a lot before the show. And I have also done the Boy SBC. So I could do with Yuval doing a good job there to help me out.
Relentless this from Obrun. Tom, when he gets in those areas, he's not afraid to take a power shot if it's even from ridiculous range.
Yeah, I've watched Aubrun for 60 minutes and I've come to the conclusion I don't think it's possible to defend it because he has everything. Like just then, he didn't really have an attack on. We'll see if he can defend. Nearly wins the corner, but Aubrun didn't even have an attack on there. And instead of, you know, rushing and losing the ball, he's just happy to power shot from 25 yards, knowing that he's going to have a good effort. He's either going to go in or go for a corner or cause some kind of problem. So he's just dangerous from every single attack.
I'm interested to hear this. The answer to this question has just come in from Todd, by the way, after this attack does come in, because I think, Tom, you could give a really good insight from a pro side, and I think, Pi, you could probably give us more of a casual insight for the foot champs player like myself.
Yeah.
Who would you say?
For me, the best centre-back on a budget, Saliba. I would
have to agree with you.
Yeah, I think he's probably about 30k now. He's such a good item. It's the Anticipate Plus for me on the centre-back. Does a great job. I like Bruiser Plus, but more for a full-back, personally. But I think for cheap, he's really good.
Here's Rafael Leao. Times it green. 3-3 between these two. Expect all the games to go this far tonight.
That wasn't a gritty cancel I was about to see. I think this is auto celebration, right?
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
Gritty cancel.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think he's actually gritted him. I think it's Leao's default celebration. I'd love it if he did gritty him, but I think it's Leao's
That
default.
would be cold. That would be very cold.
I think you've got to do that on a winner, not on an equaliser.
Tom, centre-back under 50k. I feel like you could tee yourself up here for maybe a certain Spurs player.
Yeah. Hold on, is Tekkz about to go 3-1 up? Yes, he is.
Oh, I love that from Tekkz. That's glorious.
And it's a finesse from Tekkz. Just as we've jumped live into the game, he's gone 3-1 up. If you're looking for my budget pick, I would obviously say Mickey van der Ven, especially if you can evo him as well.
He's so good, isn't he? Even his 80. I've actually got on my Road to Glory. He's the only card I paid for. Is the Romero Champions League centre-back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's got Passion Plus. That's the
Passion Plus.
That's the best play style in the game. Passion Plus.
No, good selection.
I'm just going to let a few people know in the chat, by the way. I promise it's not Bulgaria. That is not. I know it's got green in the flag, and I know they had an icon that played for Barcelona, but Bulgaria isn't the answer.
No.
I know that much.
Final 20 minutes of this one, 3-3.
Someone in the chat said, Tom, you're an expert in premature griddying. That made me chuckle.
Yeah, it's definitely not like me to griddy someone when I go up and then lose the game. I would never do that.
Quick
Can't do it when you're drawing either.
In the chat, guys, we've got loads of people coming through saying they've got certain players. So someone just packed Insigne. Well, if Aubrun does win just one game tonight, it will be a +1. That could affect his price. Let's go, Tekkz, get some Ake upgrades. I feel like for those that might be tuning into maybe their first FC Pro Live show tonight, Tom, they're looking at Tekkz and they're really backing him to upgrade their items. Yeah,
when there's FC Pro, there's Tekkz involved. We see Aubrun here with Drogba.
Big chance, Didier Drogba for Aubrun, really should score.
Oh, wow, I can't believe he's missed that.
And we'll speak about that a little bit later there. Maybe the inclusion of the R3 of what he could have done with some goalkeeper movement, just to delay the decision-making of Aubrun in that scenario, Tom.
Yeah, as bad as a miss that might look for Aubrun, that's actually really, really good defending from Emre. He hasn't panicked and he's moved the goalkeeper at the right time. In such a clutch moment as well, like with 15 on the clock, that could be a game decider. So yeah, the goalkeeper movement helped him out massively there, and he might now punish. He might go up the other end. Elise,
he might just be able to do that. Finesse, look good, but it wasn't time green. It might just be the all-important difference.
It's got to be green, Brandon. It's got to be. If that's green, I think that flies in with Elise's finesse shot plus play style.
And Pieface will join us a little bit later on. He's going to go and head back to the hostess for now. Drogba, is the angle too tight? He still went for it.
I think that's 2 instances of goalkeeper movement in 2 minutes there. Emre keeping him in the game. Another late move with his goalkeeper.
Well, we will be speaking about goalkeeper movement in the second round tonight. If you're looking to include it into your game at home, it can be such a massive advantage for you. by just simply using the R3 trigger on your PlayStation controller. Me and Tom will be breaking it down for you as we kick off our round 2. That's a very interesting Trivela. It's a bit different. I mean, Theo Hernandez can do a lot of things, Tom, but he was asking quite a lot from that angle. Yeah,
I think he actually does have a good Trivela, but maybe the angle wasn't quite right. It wasn't timed well as well, but it's something for Aubrun to be wary of when Emre's attacking, because if Hernandez can do that, that's the thing. I think a lot of the game from Emre is going out wide, and then there's a few options that open up. He can either recycle for a power shot or recycle into Mbappe's feet, but then with Theo Hernandez, he can hit that Trivela as well. So it's just all about having a few different options.
As we said, updates from around the grounds. All square still between Umut and Yuval Belli. Tekkz in the lead, 3-1 last time we checked in. And 3-3 here in our featured match of Obrun against Emre Yilmaz. This is the group of death tonight. 6 of the best players in the world, all competing in Group C. Only 3 of them will be able to make it out to the knockout stages. Power shot from Valverde again. Will allow Van der Sar to go flying across the goal and into a pause. We will take a quick breather there, because this game has been absolutely relentless. Update over here, Tekkz really is finding his feet here in the FC Pro Open. Kunde won't want to see that one again. Either will. GuiBarros, who finds himself 4-1 down. That could be a massive 3 points on the board for Tekkz.
Yeah, Tekkz won't be bothered about how that goes in. That 4th goal is the game decider. When you're 3 goals up with that little time left, it's a good start for Tekkz. Obviously looking to do the opposite of what he did last year. Last year he struggled in week 1, turned up in week 2, and it might have been late. But if he can start there, it's going to give him confidence for the other games. I think that's important for him.
Well, there's a bonus here on the FC Pro Open as well. We will be giving away all 6 players' tactic codes tonight at the end of the show. So if you want to play like Tekkz, Emre Yilmaz, Aubrun, or any of our players here tonight, stay tuned, because you will be able to implement their tactic code at the end of the show. Here's a chance, Drogba. Very nearly finding a match winner. Will we get one more big chance? Tom, you're in this scenario now. 89 minutes on the clock. How are you playing out this last attack?
Yeah, I've normally got Shuri whispering, last attack, do not lose the ball. The worst thing you can do here is lose the ball, because you will not forget it if you concede. I think anything after the 85th, if you concede after having the ball, you will always regret it. So yeah, this is smart from Emre. Even if he doesn't score, it's more just about making sure you don't concede and throw the game. But it's difficult when Aubrun's got such good pressure on him. He's going to have to find a way out of this.
Fernando Herrero, again, one of the only players to use him tonight.
I mean, yeah, he might just realise it's probably best just to settle it.
We're going to aim for a 3-3 draw here between these two.
Less Drogba. No.
I think we are. 6 goals between the two.
Steady one.
Oh my God. Didier Drogba's done a lot of things, but I didn't expect that. Full-time result there in our first match in this group of death. 3-3 between the two. A 6-6 filler with nothing to separate them. They will match again next year. Big update over here. Umut was in the lead 3-2. It could be a red card maybe for that. Tactical foul there. William Saliba, 83 minutes on the clock. And then it's what happens from this moment onwards. He's down to 10 men. Bruno Fernandes is over it. 4-2. Umut leads. What a start for him he is having, the former world champion.
Yeah, I can see why he's given the foul away, but I also think it's a really bad decision this year, because free kicks, pros and other people, not just pros, majority of people that play will have an idea of how to take these free kicks, and I can see why he's given it away, but it also is a bad move. I think anything within 30 yards, you've got to be looking to not have a free kick and just gambling on either your centre-back recovering or a goalkeeper movement, because free kicks this year, similar to penalties at times.
On the back end, say if you're up against a pro that's got a free kick in these scenarios, this could be a big chance. Fortunately, it's going to be wasted. Are you trying to do anything to stop that going in? You put the player on the line, or is it just impossible? No matter if they're there, it's still going to go over the red.
Yeah, I'm willing to try anything. I move my goalkeeper back first. I move him back on the line so he covers more range of the goal. Then I move as many defenders, but you can't take defenders out of the wall because it leaves too much space. So you try and just put as many defenders right in the way of the ball, move your goalkeeper back, but even then, there's just too many ways they can aim, and it's hard to stop them.
Well, full-time result there, Umut. He starts very well tonight. And as a Brighton fan, I'm quite happy that he's got himself a cheeky update. 4:30, Kadioglu of Brighton over Albion. That's a +1 for him. This is a full-time result over here as well. GuiBarros did get a goal back, but Tekkz gets himself a +1 upgrade as well. Nathan Ake goes from 88 to 89 rated overall. I think there'll be quite a few happy people watching the chat live right now, Tom.
Yeah, that's a big upgrade to start the day, and Tekkz will be hoping for a lot more of that. I think from speaking to him, he wanted a good early start, get some confidence on, because he's got big games coming up. He's about to play Umut, and there's no better way to start than 3 points.
Absolutely. There's so many more great games coming here live from London tonight in the Group of Death. Up next, Tekkz takes on Umut. Don't go anywhere. We're back after this.